to be a better person today. And that is all that you have to do. Be a better version of yourself than yesterday. Try to make an extra effort than yesterday. If you studied for 6 hours yesterday, study for 7 hours today. And of course, study for 7 hours and 5 minutes tomorrow, but just make a positive impact on yourself and make a positive change every day. And that alone will help you to, achieve what you want in life. My father always, he always had this dialogue with me and my brother every day when we were studying. Uh, like he'll be like, I don't know whether you want to be a doctor. I don't know whether you want to be an engineer. You be whatever you want to be. Do what your heart asks you to be, but be the best in what you are. Be the best, or at least try to be the best in what you become. If you're a doctor, try to be the best doctor. If you're a beggar, try to be the best beggar. If you're a politician, try to be the best politician. There's nothing wrong in that. Try to be the best version of yourselves and try to be the best version of your particular occupation. It doesn't matter whether you're a beggar or a doctor. Just be the best in your field, or at least try to be the best in your field. And always try to reach for the stars. We never know if we can reach the stars or the sun. They're so far away. But if you at least try to reach the stars, you will at least fall in the moon. And trust me, falling the moon is definitely not a is definitely not a bad second option. So unless, but of course, you will never achieve or get the moon unless you try for the stars. So try for the best, and you'll definitely end up somewhere at least being the best. And in this present age where we idolize film personalities, where we all worship and hero worship starts like Talapati Ajit or Tala Vijay Talapati Tala Ajit or Talapati Vijay. When we have so many real life heroes, when we look up to so many film personalities and so many other personalities, according to me, the actual hero is not even your parents. The actual hero of your life is yourself. You are the hero of your life. Try to own it to that fact, and try to build your attributes like a hero. And the only film that you must be focusing on right now at this crucial juncture of your life is your film story. You are the hero, you are the director, and you are the writer of your story. Nobody is going to write your story for you. You are what you are, and what you are going to be in 20 and what you're going to be 20 years down the lane is going to be based on what you do right now. So every moment right now given to you is an opportunity bestowed upon you by your school, your faculty, your parents, and your and God Himself. So use every opportunity, grab every opportunity with both hands, and be the best that you can be. See, at the end of the day, it is your life, it is your call, and it is your game. So play it your way, but make sure that you play it in a fair, honest, hardworking way. And I'm sure success will come begging and will fall on your lap. You don't have to go behind success ever. So that's my thought for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Vignesh. And now the
Thank
floor
you
is
so
open.
much, sir,
Yeah,
for your valuable time. My friends, these twinkling stars, Dr. M. Shankara Subramanian and Dr. V. Vignesh Rajendran, has agreed to answer your questions. I now request the students to post their questions in the chat.
students, if you have any questions, you can post it in the chat box. Few of your questions will be picked up and answered by the chief guest. And with that, the question answer session will be over.
Sir, you both being symbolizing hard work and consistent efforts, I would just request you to give some tips for the aspiring future doctors to prepare for the NEET exam.
Shankar sir, you want to speak? You want to go ahead?
See, as I already said, and Dr. Vignesh also said the same thing. See, to become a doctor, first of all, we have to understand about the profession first. Okay. So, like, if your parents or any of your relatives is a doctor, then you will be having quite a good idea about what is it to become a doctor. If you are a first generation doctor like me, we have to do some basic groundwork, not only for becoming a doctor, to go into any profession. So before going into any profession, you have to have your set your expectations. So for becoming a doctor, I will say that the first and foremost expectation or first and foremost mindset which you have is it's a profession. It's mainly oriented to service. That's the first thing. So and the path to become a doctor is relatively difficult compared to other fields because the competition is higher and the studying period is also higher. See, imagine like myself and Dr. Vignesh, we have been studying for 10 years. So just like when you come out of 12th standard, I seriously, I agree that 12th standard exam is one of the toughest challenges in everyone's life. So once you finish your 12th standard, when you have a mindset that, okay, now we're entering into college and we are going to have a relaxed life, this is not the case. Again, we have to start from scratch. We have to start from the basics of medicine profession, and to become a successful or like become a doctor itself, it needs a very good dedication and hard work. And regarding your NEET exam, again, I said that first, always believe in your teachers, believe in your elders. Just blindly trust them. Because as Dr. Vignesh said, and my personal experience also, I had no idea about how to go into an engineering college or a medical college when I was 12th. My only aim was to get as much marks possible. I did not know about the cutoff. Only after the results came only, I just know how to calculate my cutoff also. But what we did was we blindly trusted our teachers. So because at any point of time, I'm very sure that even if we commit a sin or commit a huge crime also, our parents will not give up on us. They will support us somewhere. The same way, any teacher, take me, any teacher will never ever think harm or like they will think that this student should not score. Every teacher will be focusing on the student's development only. So as for the NEET exam is concerned, your preparation is set your target and just know how to prepare, what not to prepare. And as I said, a goal should be like cracking the NEET exam. But in order to achieve your goal, have short-term targets, go about that. And ultimately, definitely, you will be coming out in flying colors. And Dr. Vignesh, if you want to add something, please.
Yeah, sure. I just want to build upon what he's already told. So yeah, so it is a step-wise process, cracking NEET or cracking any entrance exam for that matter. Everything is a step-wise process. Rome was never built in a day and you can never achieve it overnight. So start from today, have short-term goals, plan a schedule. And more importantly, we all draw schedules. We all love to draw schedules. But more important that try to follow that schedule. And trust me, from our experiences, like in NEET or any other like entrance exam for that matter, nobody can actually follow a schedule perfectly. We'll definitely fall short of it. But the first step that we can actually try is to draw a schedule and try following it. And that is the first step. The second step would be to set short-term targets for you. Like you can take weekly tests. I'm sure your school and your faculty are doing a brilliant job in giving you, monthly tests or half yearly exams or quarterly exams. So work towards each exam. And like Shankar sir told, don't think too much about the end result. Don't think too much about what you want to do after that. First, concentrate on what you are trying to achieve right now, and what you are trying to achieve right now should always be to score the highest marks possible. That is the standard that the world has set for you. Unfortunately, fortunately, you have to do that. So work towards that. Have a set time period for studies, have a set time period for relaxation. You definitely need to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Unless you, being a doctor, I'm telling you, unless you sleep, consolidation of your memory is never going to happen. You might have studied hard for 20 hours, but if you sleep for just 4 hours, what is studied like in 20 hours is going to evaporate in the morning. So make sure you get an adequate sleep. You relax. You spend a few hours per day, just strolling around your house or just walking or just exercising or or just listen to music or do something that actually takes your mind off studies. But when you sit and start studying, put your 100% focus into that, because focus and determination is what is going to get you through, nothing else.
One thing I will just add one thing. I think one of the questions question was what's our opinion about NEET and how to prepare for it. Okay, to be very frank, that both myself and Dr. Vignesh cannot give you a precise answer about how to prepare for a NEET. Okay, but one thing we can confidently say that just believe in your teachers, because I just say the same example. when we were studying in 12th standard, the criteria for entering into getting a medical seat was state board exams. So if you get good marks based on your cutoff, you'll get a good rank. Before, like 2 or 3 years before our batch, there was an entrance exam where even though you have good you get good marks in 12th standard, you have to crack an entrance exam for medical seats, and only if you crack the exam, you'll be able to become a doctor. But the point here to be noted is both during the exams and both even during the board exams and even after us, the new syllabus, students changed, but teachers remain the same. So biology teacher is the same biology teacher. They were more updated than any of us. So ultimately, the just believe in your teachers, and I'm sure that they will guide you in the right way.
Yeah, and to add, somebody has asked me a question like, how long is it going to take to be a doctor? The thing about being a doctor is it's going to take your entire lifetime to be a proper doctor, because being a doctor, being in our field, you will learn something every day from every patient, something new. So there's no actual end to learning in our field. But to be precise, for example, I did my MS General Surgery and Sir did his MS ENT from Stanley. So like a basic MS course is 3 years. Sorry, the basic UG course before this is MBBS. That is like 5.5 years, 4.5 years of UG and 1 year of internship. So that is 5.5 years. After which you take a NEET exam for PG, and after that you study for a postgraduate course, like how we finished it, for 3 years. So probably it will take around 8 to 10 years, to be fair, to actually finish everything that you have started off trying to do. But of course, 8 to 10 years is a long way in a lifetime. But at the end of 10 years, trust me, the journey would have been worth it, and you'll be a doctor, and you'll be the most noblest professional ever. So nothing is more better than that. So the pain, the hard work, the struggle is true, but it's totally worth it at the end.